All right, guys, your buddy Kintip here. So I always get questions asking me if what the difference between a street tire is or a knobby tire, and I'll tell you. So this Falcon is a prime example. So I what you see in the box back there is a knobby tire. Actually, I have a knobby tire for my Falcon. I haven't installed it yet, and I don't know if I'm going to install it yet until this wears down a bit. And I actually don't mind the street tire. So, but let me give you a couple of issues that some people might run into. So, first thing is street tires are great for pavement riding. Like there's not really a lot of treads, as you can see. Like it doesn't give you a lot of grip. So off-roading on a street tire, you can do it, but you might slip, right? So the other thing also is the street tire is very it's more responsive on pavement, and it gets you a lot better mileage or range as well. So, and it's really quiet. You don't really hear that little sort of like sounds that a knobby tire would give. Now, a knobby tire will give you, of course, better. It'll give you better traction off road, but it'll still work on pavement. But it's a little bit loud, and you'll get less range with the knobby tire. Now, which tire do I prefer? After riding wheels, I'll tell you, I really like a hybrid wheel. Okay, so something like what the my 16X has, or something like my S18 has, like a hybrid wheel that has a little bit of grip and good for street and terrain. That way, you get the best of both worlds, sort of thing. But if I had to choose one or the other, would I go with street or would I go with knobby? On the Falcon, it's like I said, it's already on my wheel, so the street tire, like I'm used to it. It just has a gyro effect for some people, and it's great. The gyro effect is great if you're going fast and have a bigger wheel, because then this will be against your thigh if the bigger or taller wheel, and you can actually lean and do things. It'll actually bring you back up to center much quicker. So it really depends on this wheel, like on this Falcon. A street tire is not good for, I would say, majority of riders until you get used to it. And I'm used to it now, so it doesn't really affect me. But once you're used to the gyro effect, then the street tire is fine. But if you're not used to the gyro effect, and then like I first was riding this, uh, you don't turn the same way as a regular tire with the street tire on this Falcon. You have to like turn with your hips. Okay, so and in a way it makes you a better rider because you're actually learning a new technique that you probably don't really use when you ride a regular wheel. So there's that aspect to it. Now, I bought a knobby tire for the chance that if this ever gets punctured or anything like that, I'm just gonna swap it out. Okay, so but in the meantime, till that time ever comes, I'm gonna keep it as is. But the other thing also is a knobby tire. So which one would I prefer if I had to choose a knobby or a street tire? I would choose a knobby tire overall. The reason why is because a knobby could be used for pretty much any terrain. This is the good thing about it. So you can use it off road, and you can use it on the pavement, and you can use it pretty much anywhere. It is loud. It makes a noise, and you get less mileage, and you will wear out the knobby tire faster as well. So um, yeah, but a knobby tire is more, what's the word, more universal in the way that you can use it for a lot of things. Okay, so and it's not as good as, like I said, zippiness or responsiveness on pavement, but it still works. Like my M104 has a knobby tire, and I use it all the time, and I've ridden it in snow and things that works well. But I've also ridden my M105, which has a street tire in snow, and I was still fine too. So of course I would feel a little bit better on a knobby because it gives you a little bit better grip. So, but yeah, if I have to choose street tire or a knobby tire on a Falcon, knobby tire, guys. Unless you're used to the gyro effects and things like that, then stick and you can try the street tire. And if you want better range, then you always go with the street tire. But you have to get used to the gyro effect. But like I said, 90% of the time, I would probably go with the knobby tire for most of my wheels, just because, or if you actually get an option. Sometimes you don't get an option and you just have to choose what you get, right? So, but I would prefer a hybrid tire, but if you can't get a hybrid tire, then I guess the Knobby is better than a street tire for some things. So, all right, guys, if you have any questions, comments, please subscribe to the channel.